Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome back to part 2 of my Demon Souls full playthrough walkthrough here on the PlayStation 3. I am recording this starting at 12:59 a.m. Christmas morning, 2021, year of our Lord. I don't know why I gave that much detail, but it's just funny to me that this game is 12 years old and here I am still playing it. Anyway, in this part of the walkthrough, we're going to go through level 1-1, Boletarian Palace. And yeah, there's really not much else to say, so let's get started. So, Demon Souls is kind of like locked off until you finish this level, even though we have 696 souls. Wow, look at Mephistopheles. What a gangster she is. Anyway, even though we have a bunch of souls, we can't spend them yet because the Maiden in Black is not unlocked to us. Not until we finish this level. Cool. Here comes the dragon. I'm going to watch most of the cutscenes in this playthrough. I normally skip them in these walkthroughs, but given that this is a little special kind of event kind of thing that I'm doing here, I really want to see them. That thing just has a bunch of bodies in its mouth, and you'll notice the bodies aren't moving. It's just sort of like bodies.png inside the, the mouth there. So it's just interesting. On the PS5, they are all independent, though. All right, here we are in Boletarian Palace. And there is something that I want to do, but I'm going to wait until we actually finish this stage to do it. Yeah. Since I'm playing on a private server, there's a way to manipulate world tendency yourself. And I want to test that out. And I'd also like to show you... Oh, wrong thing. Meant to have the rapier out. Yeah, you can change world tendency your damn self. Just sort of helps. Since there's really not too many people playing. Although I did see some player phantoms in the Nexus in the last part of the walkthrough, so that was very nice. So what we're doing now is we are just heading up the great staircase here, and you want to always be on the lookout for these Dreglings, because they can surprise you if you're not careful. But if you hit them while they're jumping, it counts as a counterattack, which is really nice. And you just one-shot him. Oh, I messed up. Cool. Hello. Oh, there he is. So I feel like on PS5, this guy's sword is on fire. I could be mistaken, though. Right, let me kill this guy. And then I'm going to talk for a second. So there is a gate right where my character's head is. That gate only opens when you have pure white or pure black world tendency. World tendency in Demon Souls works almost the same exact ways on PS3 and PS5. On PS3, your world tendency is affected by the server you're playing on. So basically, a little history lesson, I guess. Since we're playing on a private server, it's different, but before the world servers were taken offline, or the official servers were taken offline, there was like a cumulative average world tendency. So basically, the server would take the world tendencies of all the players currently playing, average it, and then I think it combined that average with your world tendency and then averaged those two. And there was some sort of weight to it. So world tendency was really annoying to control on PS3. But since we're playing on that private server, it's apparently much easier. Anyway, that gate will only open if you have pure white or pure black. And what happens behind that gate does change depending on what your world tendency is. So, all right. This is sort of like a soul well. You don't want to go down there. Oh my god, that frame rate. So good. I love it. Yeah, you do not want to go down there. Oh, come on. It's a pit that leads to your death, so don't go down there. I know it looks really inviting, but trust me, don't do it. Alright, so we will have a couple of guys in here. I am going to take out my shield just because I can never remember There is one there. Hello. I really love the blocking sound in this game on PS3. That clang, like that. Oh, nope. That sound right there. That sound for a really long time I thought was unique to Demon Souls. However, that sound was actually put into Dark Souls 1. In Dark Souls 1, if you were to go to the Crystal Cave, where you walk to fight Seat the Scaleless, if you were to do a jumping R1, so just like forward R1, is it forward R1? Maybe it's forward R2 in Dark Souls 1. I can't actually remember. You'll do like a downward stab, and if you hit the floor of the Crystal Cavern, it makes that sound. I found that during my full playthrough walkthrough earlier this year. Oh boy. Oh man, only having quad roll is hard. That's a challenge. Okay, cool. So let's go through this fog door, and then we're gonna go up some stairs and eventually be led into a trap. So, yep, we got some guys throwing fire bombs here. And I really love the death sounds. That so good. I don't know what I just picked up there. Is that a claymore? I feel like that was a weapon. Was that a mail breaker? I think that was a mail breaker. Anyway, I love how you can hear people breathing in the stairwell. The sound of Demon Souls is so good. Can't get enough of it. Hello, guy who's behind me. There you go. The Dreglings, man, they're so good. Alright, there's going to be this guy. And then there's somebody behind us throwing him. Chucking it. Okay. Let's go out here. Just be careful. For the most part, you are just fighting Dreglings up until you get to the second part of 1-1. You do fight some soldiers, but for the most part, it's Dreglings. I was hoping for a pass-through attack. I was hoping it would damage both of them. There you go. Beware of trap ahead. Is this a developer message? Alright, so when we approach this staircase, a boulder is going to come rolling. Yep, so just back up. Very good. And then you get the bastard sword. The bastard sword. Cleanse the bastard's curse. A little Dark Souls 3 for you. Alright, so it's going to be this guy. Then there's going to be somebody kind of right behind him. Yep. Little crossbow guy. Hello. And I will introduce you to the Red-Eye Knight. Sort of explain what's going on in this neck of the woods here. Okay. Great. All right. So, just past here, this is a Red-Eye Knight who has a spear and a shield. He is guarding what is known as the Mausoleum. You do not yet have the Mausoleum key. You can obtain it here in 1-1, but we won't be doing that. This guy is meant to be killed way later in the game when you're more powerful, so I don't recommend dealing with him. But inside the Mausoleum is an NPC named Old King Doran, and if you defeat Old King Doran, and defeat is kind of subjective, but if you defeat him, then he will give you Demon Brand. I think it's Demon Brand. God, I love it. All right, so we can drop here. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop here. And, of course, you take barely any fall damage, but you get a light crossbow and some wooden bolts. Shield up because this guy's here. Oh, I'm very likely dead. Son of a bitch. I can't believe that just happened. Oh, well. You know, that's how it goes. Wow, I'm like, I can't believe that just happened. That is just like, I don't know. I feel like that would have happened on PS5 because I totally followed that guy off the cliff. But it just felt like my R1 was just like hanging out there forever. It's okay. Now that I don't have to like explain everything we're doing, we can get past it really quick. It's not a big deal. Oh, hello. I always forget about that guy. Maybe it's this guy's sword who's on fire. Or that's on fire in the PS5 version. I feel like somebody's sword is on fire. Yeah. No, it wasn't the Mailbreaker because I just picked it up again. Mailbreaker definitely came from a corpse. I don't know what that was that I picked up. Maybe it was just like turpentine or something. Thank you. Okay, let's try this uno más. Uno más, por favor. Uno más cerveza. Or cerveza. I shouldn't try to speak Spanish. I guess it would be unos cerveza más. I don't know. Like I said, I shouldn't try to speak Spanish. I didn't take Spanish in high school. I didn't take it in college. I took French. Okay. We are back where we kind of started here. That was cheap. But alright. I guess. So the boulder stays gone. And the stairwell is always crashed. So that's good at least. One thing that I do want to point out is if you look really closely, the crossbows, when they shoot on PS3, I don't know what you would call it on a crossbow, but the bow part of it doesn't actually move. It just sort of happens. I'm just doing this because I can't remember if there's other treasures down there, so I'll just do this. Oh, and I should definitely get my souls back because this is all from Vanguard. Right. You regained lost soul. Touch the mark of death itself. Too good. Where'd he go? Oh. Yeah, I'm not following you off the cliff again, bro. Alright. Cool. Revenge has been exacted, and we can continue. Anyway, the difference between the crossbows is that on PS3, the wires in the crossbow, Like the string on it doesn't move, but on PS5 it does. It actually reflexes, which is, to me, an incredible detail. I think that's effing awesome. All right, so coming in here, what we're going to do is we're going to activate a shortcut now. All right. So these are barrels of gunpowder, so you can just let these guys with their flame swords run right into them. God, I love the Sound of Soul collection in the PS3 version of this game. It's so good. Sometimes these guys will, yep, just like that, drop off corners. All right, so right here, we have a couple of chains that are holding up corpses. So what we want to do is we want to break these. And these are the corpses of Stockpile Thomas's wife and daughter. And the way we know that is because one of them has the Jade hair ornament. And if you, like, speak with Stockpile Thomas... Oh, God. If you, like, actually spend time speaking with Stockpile Thomas, he will ask you to, like, find his wife and daughter in Boletaria. And he tells you one of them is wearing the Jade hairpin. Or the... I feel like they changed the name in the PS5 version to either hair ornament or hairpin. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, so one of these corpses is going to have it on it. And then when you bring it back to Thomas, he will thank you for it, and he gives you something. So you get the old ragged robes and some old spice and the jade hair ornament. There you go. So let's see if there's any lore on the clothes. Okay. I'm glad we checked here. So, robe made of layers of ragged fabric. It's covered with tears, unsightly open seams, and numerous unsightly insects wriggling within it. No sane person would dare wear something like this. Right, same thing there. Okay, so, in Demon's Souls on PS3, there's armor that can only be worn by male characters and armor that can only be worn by female characters. I believe that on PS5 they've either done away with that, or if they haven't, it's because you can freely change your gender. In the PS5 version it's called body type. Yeah, so it's interesting. But you wouldn't know that starting off a brand new playthrough on PS3, and some of the coolest armor in the game can only be worn by female characters because it's like the witch set. I think the executioner set is female only. Some really cool stuff is female only. But there are male only sets as well. But it's something that they never brought back, which I appreciate. That said, though, on PS5, armor looks different depending on your body type. So even though those body type specific armors, I think they're still in the game. I really can't remember. Even though they are still in the game, all armor looks different depending on your body type, which is pretty neat. All right, so I'm going to bait this guy into throwing a bomb here just so he kills himself. Oh, no, he didn't kill himself. But he still blew all that up, which is what I really wanted. And then we're not really going to go any further than that. And that is because Ostrava's here. So, this is Ostrava, the son of King Allant. I forget his real name. So, it's Ostrava Boletaria. But he has a real name. No, I don't want Fextra Life. I want Wikidot. Give me Wikidot. Yes, Prince Ariona Allant. So, he calls himself Ostrava. I don't remember why. But there's a hidden mechanic in Demon's Souls. How do I rate people? Oh, maybe I can't do it until I've finished one. Anyway, there's a hidden mechanic in Demon's Souls called vaulting. And you can vault over certain walls by approaching them. Sometimes you have to press forward and circle. Other times they're just like automatic. This is one of the automatic ones. On PS5, they did put in a prompt that lets you know that you can vault, if I recall correctly. So it's still kind of hidden, but they at least tell you about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the Thief's Ring, which is a really good ring, and we should actually equip the Well, so Fragrant Ring is good. That restores MP over time. And then let's go ahead and equip the Thief's Ring, because that makes it harder for enemies to detect us. So this is Ostrava, and when we speak with him, he's either going to jump down or he's going to ask us for help. Notice those explosive barrels there. Be careful with those. We do need to help him. We don't want him to die, but be careful as well, because just outside of this area, through this archway, there is a room that is locked on two sides, but soldiers will jump out of them when you get close. So you don't want to move out of this area. What you can do, though, is... I don't need Lotus. Definitely don't need Lotus. Half Moon Grass. I don't need either of these. What we can do is take out a Firebomb. Don't spend too many of these because you want to use them on the boss. Yeah, there you go. Wait until they approach the barrels, and that's not going to work. Yeah, I was hoping that that would work. Alright, let's speak with Ostrava, and then we'll jump down and take care of everybody.
That was a bold jump. A surprise indeed. Well, now that you are here, pray thee, fend off these Dreglings.
Alright, he wants you to do it for him. I couldn't remember. Oh, that was a result of 4-directional rolling, so is that. Wow. That was a direct result of 4-directional rolling. I wanted to roll diagonally out of there, and I wasn't allowed, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that's why that happened. Alright. Speak with Ostrava again.
Thanks for your brave rescue. I am Ostrava of Boletaria. Accept this as a token of my gratitude.
Yeah, the brass telescope. Alright, so we got to help him a little bit further. But this is that corner room. You see the doors kind of moving. Not too difficult to take care of, but you don't want Ostrava taking any unnecessary damage. So Ostrava is going to move down that pathway, but what we should do is backstab this knight, and then if you'd like, you can have Ostrava help you out, but we don't need his help. So he's going to turn, yep, just like that, and then we're going to help him again over here. I do recommend taking out a firebomb. No, Jesus, watch out. Come on, Ostrava. Dude, I mean, he's blind. Definitely recommend taking out a firebomb and then dealing with all of these guys. Just like that. Way easier. So Ostrava's going to struggle with one Dregling while we just took out 5 or 6 of them at once. And then we can chew through the remaining. Ugh. I got stamina. Nice. Get some good upgrade materials. That'd be really useful. I actually just realized I should have upgraded with Baldwin before I even started this. I had the material from Vanguard. Oh well. Alright, so that's it for Ostrava here. He's just going to wander back and forth.
Now I must go. There is something for me to take care of.
Yeah, so once he says that, you're good to go. He's just going to wander back and forth from where you met him to here. So he's not in any danger, provided you've killed everything. One thing I want to mention about Ostrava, and you find this out later in the game when he tells you more of his story, but he's the king's son, and the king, of course, has gone mad, and we later find out why that is. But he's basically lying to you. He appears to be this super brave knight, and he chooses a different name. And, you know, he kind of orders you around like a very regal knight would, you know, like you're beneath him. But you're really the one doing all the work. And it's going to feel that way because that is the case. It's just a really interesting way to write a character, I feel. Yeah, I really enjoy Ostrava. His storyline is a little tragic. Yeah, he left, right? His storyline is a little tragic, but the best ones usually are. Oh, God, that roll, man. That's going to take a while to get used to. That roll is going to take a while. I have to, like, think totally differently. Yeah, so Ostrava's really cool. I just like him as a character. I think he's very neat. A lot of people don't like him because he's, you know, he's like the whiny knight, you know, but I don't know. He's multi-dimensional, you know. He's not just a prototypical knight character, you know what I mean? He has depth. I enjoy him. And that's really, like, you know, one of the many great things about Souls games is pretty much all the characters have depth. They all have a reason for being. A raison d'etre. Oh, that didn't work out. Bro, why is this sword glowing like fucking Penetrator? Nope. Wow, that was an adventure. Oh, that's another thing, too. If you watch this series and watch along with me, you're going to see a much better version of Penetrator. I didn't like what they did with him in the remake. Oh, shit. Yeah, I wasn't a fan. I think he's way cooler in this version. So are the fat officials, too. A lot of the charm... I said that in the last part, but a lot of the charm was lost in the remake. Come on, guys. There you go. God, this PS3 controller is so small, it's like giving me shoulder pain. Like my neck hurts from gripping it. Yeah, see, Ostrava just keeps wandering. Oh, look at that slowed down frame rate. It was happening before. Yeah, there you go. Chugs a little. Love it. Hello. Yeah, the charm of a lot of enemies and bosses was kind of lost in the remake. The remake is gorgeous. It's probably still the best looking PS5 game out there in terms of games based on like realistic art styles. But yeah, the jank was lost, and with it the charm. But this is the Dregling merchant. He gives you some information about Boletaria every time you meet him. He does sell some grass if you need it, and then he also sells, you know, some basic weapons and the plate set.
Go ahead.
But you know, we don't need him. And just to kind of give you an idea of where we are right now, this is that room that I baited the firebomb out of, and then this is where we started with Ostrava. Cool. All right, so let's go back to where we killed that blue-eye knight, and then we will proceed through the fog wall. Yeah. I really like how empty this world is. Excuse me. I really like how empty this world is as well. Just crows and wind. You know, unless there's enemies around, it's just very nice. Comforting yet unsettling. Eerie. Like something is wrong. Alright, so this is a booby trap, but you can set it off yourself just by attacking the box, and then all the boulders do the work for you. And then you can just loot the corpses and get the souls. Alright, so there's the red dragon, and the blue dragon's right behind it. If you have pure white world tendency, I believe, these dragons will not be there, which is nice. Excuse me. Alright, so there's going to be a couple of spear guys over here. They have shields, so these aren't as easily... Oh, God, of course they throw firebombs, too. Why wouldn't they? Buddy. Oh, wow. Come on. Alright. So, you can go over here to the Dragon Roost. This hallway, by the way, was used as one of the promotional assets for Demon's Souls on PS5, and I just couldn't believe what I was looking at. I knew exactly what hallway was, but I just couldn't believe it. Alright, so you see all the smoldering corpses. I don't advise going over there, but I feel like there's a treasure over here. Yes. Shard of Archstone. Archstone shards will teleport you back to the Nexus without losing any souls. So if you use an Exil Binding, you lose all your souls. However, if you use an Archstone shard, you do not. There is a way, once the Red Dragon is, doing his business on the bridge, there is a way to get through here and get all the treasure, or at least the relevant one, which I think is a ring and a shield. But I'm not going to bother. I never bother with that. But if you have pure White World tendency, the dragons do not appear there. All right, so this is a dragon bridge. All right, once you hear the dragon flapping its wings, just come back down here, and the dragon's going to do all the work for you. Bro, where's the dragon? Bro, light him up. There you go. Wow, that camera shake is violent. Then you want to run across. You absolutely want to ignore everything. Oh, God damn it. I think you're really supposed to wait for it to do that 3 times. All right, let's try that again. It's funny, I didn't expect to take any deaths playing this, but it's definitely, it feels different for sure. But we unlocked the shortcut. We know where we're going. It's all good. We'll be back there in a minute. We're almost done with this stage. I'm actually kind of glad I've died. I don't know, just it means that even after all this time, and even after playing on a vastly mechanically improved version, this game still has difficulty. I love it. It's actually funny that where we died was the end of the stage. We were going to unlock a shortcut that brings us right here. So, it's okay. More time to hang out together, you know what I mean? That's what it's all about. You always got to be careful with Dreglings because they can start attacking very vigorously. They're very enthusiastic. And when they do, they can explode the barrels around them. So you want to be mindful. Whoops. I goofed. Ugh. Yikes, bro. Okay, I'll just fish the backstab instead. Okay. So this is kind of funny, actually. I don't... Okay, so the Dreglings actually stay dead. This way Ostrava himself doesn't die. Right. Okay, that makes sense. Let's kill this guy again. Oh, wow, okay. There's a bit of a phantom hitbox there. Oh my god. This is horrible. Yeah, Ostrava can easily die to this guy, so. Whew. Wow. That was not good. All right, let me just jump over here. I'm pretty sure these Dreglings mostly stay dead, but... You definitely don't want Ostrava dying, because he can do that. He can do that to you. Okay. All right. Ostrava is safe. Soldier's Lotus, wow. I think Soldier's Lotus cures toxin. Or actually, it's called the Plague in this version, which I love. I think that's such a fitting name for this world, the Plague. And when you get it, it actually says you caught the plague. Like you actually got a disease. Good job. Yikes. Shit. Oh my god. I feel like I was pairing these guys with no issues before. Now it's like a nightmare. What's happening? Nope, can't parry that, idiot. There we go. Wow, I don't know what's going on. Man, that's so weird. Let's kill this crossbow guy. Wow, that went right over my shoulder. That was nice. Okay. Great. Ooh, lots of candy. Okay. Hello, boys. Oh my F and G, bro. Wow, dude. I don't know what happened in the last 10 minutes, but I'm playing like an idiot. Okay. Souls, thank you. Here, Mr. Dragon, light him up. Alright, so I think I'm supposed to let this happen 3 times. And then that will, like, complete the loop. It's funny because I definitely did not do this on my PS5 walkthrough. And I'm wondering if it's because they made it easier? Nope. Is it 5 times? Or am I supposed to go to the dragon roost to get it back? I don't ever remember this being a problem. That's why I'm like a little confused. Okay, let me try to go back to the dragon roost and see if moving it does anything. I don't feel like that did anything. Wow, okay. That was the trick. Interesting. Okay. Well, glad to know it. So that's the thing. Anyway, pulling this lever activates the boss, who appears in a pretty cool cutscene. Wow. So good. I also like how it gives hints of the music. So there are things on the bridge. Oh no, I'm thinking of Dark Souls. Never mind. Just nothing useful on the bridge. Alright, so be careful here because there are a couple of guys hiding. So not a bad idea to take out your shield. Yep. That shield did nothing for me because I moved. Okay. And don't forget back here there is a treasure. Some turpentine. So turpentine will coat your weapon in fire. That name was changed in the remake. I think it's called... It might be called resin in the remake on PS5. They might have aligned it with Dark Souls. I'm trying to think. I know what the icon looks like. Why is it that, like, I don't overpower him? I'm not trying to say that like a petulant child. I'm, like, really wondering, like, why he wins the rock, paper, scissors there. Okay. Cool. So, in this hallway, the winged spear. Nice. That's a really good weapon. In this hallway, or stairwell, we get a new enemy. which are the hoplites. And the hoplites are these goo guys. Oh, Jesus, yeah. And attacking them straight up doesn't do anything. So you can poke them, then they'll move. And then you just want to hit them in the juicy bits. There is a rare chance that they will drop their shield, like for you to pick up. So, you know, you can farm these guys for that if you'd like. Yeah, they will only take damage in the goo, in the ichor. Oh, it would have been so sick if he dropped his shield. And these guys are a precursor to the boss, which I always like when games do that, when they give you like some sort of hint as to what you're going to be fighting. Okay. Some half moon grass, and we open up the final shortcut. Okay, here we are. So, Phalanx is a relatively easy boss. It is very weak to fire. The hoplites are weak to fire, and really, in truth, what you are fighting is just a horde of hoplites in a Phalanx formation, guarding the Demon Soul. So, basically what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be killing hoplite after hoplite after hoplite and moving around the arena, because if you're far away from them and they aggro you, they will throw a spear at you. If you're close to them and they aggro to you, they will poke you with a spear. And because there's a horde of them, I think there's something like 30 in here or something like that, you can get very overwhelmed very quickly. So what I recommend doing is go into your inventory, and I don't recommend really using turpentine at all. Fire bombs are more than enough, because what we want to do is once they take damage, they will fall off the boss, and fire bombs are the biggest AoE, so that's the most effective way to do it. All right, let's enter the fog and fight the boss. Oh, that's like 5 FPS right there. I love it. All right, so there's a couple of loose ones around. It's not really worth your time focusing on them. Unless you... Oh, dude, that frame rate is so sexy. Yeah, they'll generally die in 2 hits. And when you kill the boss, any remaining hoplites will die. Yeah, so it seems like they've kind of all fallen off here a little early. I don't really know what caused them to fall like that. Oh, yep, see, I just got hit by a spear. I do love the boss music here. Ooh, I didn't even see you, buddy. So this boss music really reminds me of a song from the game Illusion of Gaia. It's those deep drums. That's really what reminds me of it. I can't remember what song it is, though. It might just be the castle song. Anyway, we're doing our work here. Get another bunch to fall off. And like I said, you don't have to kill these things. You can just kind of go for it and go after the boss once you feel like you have an opening. That's a perfectly viable strategy. I just prefer to kill as many of these things as I can. Just for safety, really. And also more chances on a hoplite shield drop, you know what I mean? These ones can drop things. So, you know, there is value... Ooh, shit. There is value in killing them. Hello. Is going to drop a bunch of them. Yep. Ugh. Yeah, The boss just wants nothing to do with you. The boss is so afraid. Yeah, these drums right here, this reminds me of Illusion of Gaia. Oh, it might be the Great Wall of China stage, I think, actually. The bridge of that song. Yeah, I was being greedy there. I'm really taking my time here. You could easily kill this boss faster. I'm just really being patient because I actually want to... I would like to show you the boss alone. I think it's just another one of those kind of character moments. Only a couple more. These things also drop their own bunch of souls, but I think if you kill the boss, it'll give you the souls of all the remaining ones too. I don't think it's like locked behind just these things, you know? Toss my last firebomb. You gonna fall off, bro? Okay, there we go. So this is the boss. This is Phalanx. It wants nothing to do with you. It just runs away from you, tries to go into a corner, and it's just a blob of ichor guarding a demon soul. Fantastic. I love it. Here you go. The demon was destroyed. You shall obtain the demon soul and a power that is beyond human imagination. You've regained your body. Bring more souls, slayer of demons. What a game. Okay. Get some heartstone shards and a sharpstone shard. Oh, can this be a hoplite shield? Can this be a hoplite shield? Nope. Okay, that's 1-1. Great. So let's get the lead demon soul. And then I'm actually going to look at something here. So given that I'm playing on a private server, we can select world tendency. Right. Okay, great. So we can actually reset it as well. No, I don't want to return to the Nexus just yet. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what's behind this gate. Cool. All right, so what we have to do is we do this by placing messages on the ground. And specific messages will manipulate world tendency. All right, so to move it to pure white... Oh, actually, I don't think I can write messages just yet. Yes, I can. Write a message. You'll need a soul level of 10 ahead. So no message gets written. That is the correct response. Then we quit the game and load back in. Mephistopheles. She is unbelievable. Oh, these load times. Uria the Witch. Look at that concept art, man. So cool. Alright, now the gates should be open. We should have pure white world tendency. No? Maybe we have to reload the level. Let's go unlock the Archstones. Let's speak with the Monumental really fast. That may have something to do with it. So the Monumental, I'm actually going to let his cutscene play out. But the Monumental is this child up here. Monumental has some sort of control over the Nexus and our ability to use it. And he's the child up here with the candle lit. So I'm going to let him speak.
We have long awaited you, Slayer of Demons. I am one of the Monumentals. We preserve the fabric of reality. There is something thou needest to know. Once, we too, a scourge of demons faced. In the distant past, under a benevolent rule, the world was united, owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One. Across the land seeped a colorless, deep fog, and the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons. Thanks be, we were able to lull the Old One back to his slumber, yet only after the loss of innumerable souls, and half the world lost, erased by the fog. In order to mend the fabric of what land still remained, we entrusted 6 elders with 6 precious Archstones. 1 to the king of a small yet diligent land. 1 to the king of the burrowers underground. 1 to the wise queen of the great ivory tower. 1 to the chieftain of lost and ill-fortuned souls. 1 to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen. And the last to the great giants of the northern lands. The Archstones were placed at nodes across the earth. We contained the Old One inside this nexus and banned the soul arts. Finally, we became Monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality. Alas, the other Monumentals have perished, and only I remain. Now it is your turn. You must lull the Old One back to its slumber and seal it away for all eternity. If not, the deep fog will absorb all that we know. Have you the strength to accept this mission? Yes, we are fortunate indeed to have you. Now, go forth and destroy every last demon. The Old One, without demons to feed its souls, will a new servant seek and lure you to its bosom.
All right. Cool. So that is the monumental. And I enjoy that little cutscene because it's one of the only mentions of the northern land, which is the 6th Archstone. But unfortunately, that Archstone is inaccessible, and sadly, although I understand why they made this choice, but sadly in the remake, the northern lands, the 6th Archstone was not repaired. There is, in the remake, a brand new armor set, sort of. It's the Penetrator's armor set, but the way you get it is incredibly, incredibly weird. It involves playing in the reverse world, finding specific coins, and like doing a whole bunch of stuff. And everybody thought that what was behind that secret door, the new secret door, would be like an Archstone repair kit, because we're all a bunch of fiends. But sadly, it wasn't. It was just the armor. But I get why they chose not to do that. Okay, so yeah, let's try that world tendency thing again. Excuse me. Let's see if it works now. Whoops, wrong weapon. Yes. Okay, cool. So you just have to reload the level. Wow, man, that's so nice. Cool. All right. So, behind this area, this is commonly referred to the execution grounds. And there's a whole bunch of stuff back here. Should be black phantoms that appear. Yep. So we got some black phantom Dreglings. These hit harder. Okay, cool. And all this appears here in the remake as well. It's just the method by which we are manipulating world tendency. That is new. That is because we're playing on a private server. That is not something you can do even in a normal PS3 playthrough. You would not be able to do what I just did. Hello? No. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Slopes. Slopes in Souls games are your worst nightmare. It's always stairs, ramps, slopes. It's always just a disaster. Okay. That's okay. I can always come back here for the lizard. It's not a big deal. Oh, that was funny. Alright. So in the remake, there is the there was a new armor set added, which is the Blue Eye Knight set. And if you paid for the digital deluxe version, you also got the Red Eye Knight set. But one of the pieces of the Blue Eye Knight set is here. I think it's the helm. But that is not in the PS3 version. Lots of souls, lots of souls. Alright, so we are going to fight an NPC named Executioner Miralda. If we were to come here with pure Black World tendency, we would fight her Black Phantom, but instead we're going to fight her NPC form since we're in pure White World tendency. There she is. I love that she giggles.
I have you now, wretched traitor to the king. I, Miralda, shall show you no mercy.
Oh, God, I forgot how strong she was. Okay. Gonna run for a second just to heal. Please don't backstab me. That didn't work. Nope, that didn't work either. Doing it so early. Ooh. Nope. She's hard to backstab. Also, they do not anticipate you being here this early in the game. Oh, I'm still technically like level 1, you know? Oh, shit. I thought I was going to get a backstab. Alright, there's another way to kill her. Which I don't like... Shit. Which I don't like doing because it's so cheap, but... Whatever. Will she not come here? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she's dead. There's no way she can... She's dead. Wow. Anyway, we get the Ring of Poison Resistance. And then what we can also do is like really carefully do this. Whew, and get a colorless demon soul. I think we just drop here. Oh my god. It's okay, I'm gonna go get my souls back. I mean, this walkthrough is somewhat casual anyway, so I'm not too concerned. It's funny, dying in body form in the level definitely pushed me back towards... I actually might even have Black World tendency now. Because killing Miralda should drop me a few points, and then dying in body form is going to drop me a few points. Anyway, Black Phantoms return again. Right? But luckily, Miralda stays dead. So that's nice, at least, right? Okay, there we go. Nice. Good mats, good mats. Although I have to be kind of careful to not level up my weapon too high. Because I don't want to become like super powerful in a walkthrough meant to not be played on a private server. Like, what I'm doing is manipulating the game in a way that is not intended at all. And the reason I wanted to play on a private server is because I thought it'd be kind of cool to maybe get invaded, and also just, of course, see player ghosts. Like, that's very exciting to me. But, you know, I don't want to upgrade my weapon super far. So I'll actually go back to my PS5 walkthrough and see where I left off. Or see how far I go after 1-1. Let's just go get our souls. What's funny... Oh, okay, so the reason this is here now is because Miralda's dead, but because she died jumping into the pit, her armor set is here now. Let's actually read the text on that. It should be good. Armor crafted from cloth and leather. The leather straps are wound around the armor's width and breadth. In Boletaria, they are worn by executioners, particularly Executioner Miralda, who is known for her lunacy and beautiful voice. No joke. Oh, okay. Shit on a stick. Oh my god. The item that was down there that I tried jumping to was Miralda's armor. It wasn't a unique item that should have been there from the start. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my souls and then we're going to use an Archstone shard and get the hell out of there. For a second there, I was tempted to just go for the gold and just try to get my souls, but all these guys would follow me and very likely kill me before I even got there, and I'm just not trying to do that. I'm not trying to lose thousands of souls. Alright. Alright, one more for the folks in the back. And then let's also get this item down here. Oh, there's no quick ladders in Demon's Souls on PS3. This is all you get. So, do what you will with this information. Yeah, there's... Luckily, they changed it in the remake, but... not in this version. Look at all these corpses that Miralda threw down here. Ain't that something? I'm gonna hit a weight limit. What did I just say? So, this is a perfect example of the quality of life changes on PS5. I can't carry this because it's going to overburden me. But I don't have anything that I really wish to drop. I guess that's not totally true. I don't need that. I don't need that. Let's see if that's enough. Nope. The brushwood set is so effing heavy. So yeah, this is like, this is the problem. Is if I leave this here, I lose it forever. But you know what? Hey, that, my friends, that is Demon's Souls on PS3. So I'm gonna let it happen. I'm not gonna bother. These items gone forever. All right, let's get our souls and get the hell out. All right, Saint Urbane. All right, let's level up and then we'll finish. Really quick, I'm checking my own walkthrough. Gates of Boletaria. Tell you in just a sec what level I stopped at. Wow, I had way less souls. How many souls did Miralda give me? Miralda gives me an extra 4,500. Okay. So here's what we're going to do.
What it?
Yes, I seek soul power. All right. So I'm only going to spend 4,500 souls. Or no, sorry. That's not what I'm doing.
Let strength be granted.
13,854 minus 4,550. I'm spending 9,304 souls. I'm going to leave 4,500 in the bank, then I'm going to get rid of them. going to lose the rest. All right. So, I'm also going to show you what has changed here in the Nexus. Look how these characters just T-pose as they fall. I think that's a lot of fun. Ostrava of Boletaria. Okay, so now that we've finished 1-1 and we've unsealed everything. Oh, shit, I forgot to upgrade my shit. God damn it. Oh my god, I'm a mess. I swear I know what I'm doing. Alright. So we're going to upgrade our rapier to +2. Yeah. Cool, that's good enough. I need your business. Alright, so we have the Follower of God, or the Worshipper of God, and now we have the other one here. This guy is the Disciple of God, and then we have the Acolyte. So a couple of these folks will sell you miracles, provided your faith is high enough. And a couple of them will go away once Saint Urbane arrives. In addition to them, we have Sage Frake's Apprentice. He has appeared now. And since we're royalty, he will teach us spells out the gate. I think you need 8. I think you need 8 intelligence. That's Sage Frake. Frake's Apprentice. You need your magic stat to be at least 10. And then he'll teach you some basic spells. So Flame Toss is pretty good. Enchant Weapon is nice. Protection is good. Cloak, Water Veil. All these are, honest to God, really good. Water Veil is effective for Flame Lurker. Flame Toss is good against stuff in 5-1. Enchant Weapon is good. That's also effective against Flame Lurker. So he sells your basic spells. And then once we rescue Sage Frake from Tower of Latria 3-1, he'll appear here as well. Remember, spell is how you attune magic to yourself. So that's the menu there. And that's it for the changes. And now we're free to do whatever we'd like. We can start any world that we want. However, in the next part of the walkthrough, we are going to go through level 1-2. The Archstones are named differently in the original. So this is literally just called Phalanx Archstone. So we can call this Cliff Pathway, maybe. I don't know. I might just call it King's Path. Who knows? But yeah, so this is going to be level 1-2. That's what we're going to do next. Shorter level, and it ends with Tower Knight. And then after that, we will go to Stonefang. Then we'll go to Latria, Shrine of Storms, and of course, Valley of Defilement. And then we'll go back to Boletaria. Okay, that's it for now. I hope this has been helpful to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Demon's Souls on PS3, subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.